After watching that entire bracket, I can only say one thing. There was something in the water at Collision 2023. Out of the 8 highest seeds, only 3 of them made it to top 8. A Pikachu not named Esam made the biggest upset of the weekend. There was a Little Mac in top 32. And to top it all off, an Incineroar was inches away from taking a Super Major in one of the most violent grand finals in all of Smash. Other Smash tournaments are competitions, but this was absolutely the most unhinged show I've ever had the pleasure of watching live. Maybe this weekend you weren't on spring break. Maybe you were still celebrating the ban of Steve, or maybe you watched the whole thing and you're just here to relive the moments. Whatever the case may be, I'll be your guide to all the greatest hits. Welcome to the Collision 2023 Tournament Recap. As always, we gotta start off with Hot Settler. If you missed the entirety of the weekend and you want to watch some fantastic sets before they're spoiled to you, these are the ones to watch. There was a lot of good stuff on the quad stream, and those sets are marked in red. And remember to come back and watch this video once you're done with these. In a tournament with Leo, Spargo, Tweak, and Light, usually grand finals are determined by whoever's playing the hottest that day. They're all vying to be the #1 player in the entire world, so sometimes you forget just how much of a threat everyone else can be. And no one reminded the crowd more than the ice-cold Kazuya himself, Riddles. After a less than stellar performance at his previous major Genesis 9, Riddles went on a monstrous run, scaring every Kazuya main by making him look ban-worthy. On his way to the top, he collected wins against ZD, Goblin, Syrup, Sonic, SkyJ twice, and most impressively, he 3-0'd MKLeo. His combos were as solid as you'd expect, with extensions coming off some nutty reads. Not only would he use the guaranteed stuff off Electric, but also mix in tons of downbeat to threaten his opponents off platforms and make shielding dangerous. But it wasn't even the Kazuya that heralded his most impressive performance. Down 2 games against his bracket demon Sonics, he whipped out the Terry that made him a top player. It was like he never left, using the Hungry Wolf's increased air presence to rack up damage after spin dashes. That go usage though? Now that's where it's at. He survived over 100% for minutes at a time, confirming into Buster Wolf and perfectly capitalizing on the few openings Sonics gave him. This resulted in one of the most insane reverse 3-0s to ever happen in Ultimate. It's crazy to see how Riddles has evolved over just the past few years. As commentary noted, he went from getting his first major top 8 at last year's Collision to winning an insanely stacked bracket from winner's side. I can't wait to see Riddles get even better, and I would say I can't wait to see him at Smash Ultimate Summit, but that would be a lie, because he wrangled that spot from the highlight of the weekend. Everyone needs to stop complaining about how their main can't do it, because second place went to the Incineroar star himself, SkyJ. For reference, this is where a majority of characters used in top 8 lie on the tier list, and Incineroar is all the way down here. Despite this, SkyJ recorded some of the best wins of the weekend, with a run consisting of Mr. E, DeBuzz, Meister, Spargo, Lima, and Spargo again to secure his spot into Grand Finals. His play was based off intimidation and squeezing every little bit of potential out of the wrestler. Alolan Whip and Incineroar's amazing grab game forced opponents to get out of their shields and fight man to man. SkyJ then used his excellent reads to get into your head and make you panic whenever he got close. Whenever he got revenge, the crowd erupted, eagerly waiting for him to drop 70% in just one move. Watch his sets against Spargo and see the usually calm Cloud look genuinely frustrated when backed into a corner. This was a carnival of 0-to-deaths, whip failure gimps, and down tilts at the ledge to end games as fast as possible. Most of his sets lasting less than 15 minutes while playing 4 games or more, almost as if neutral was some foreign concept. In other words, most of the time he was trying to beat the shit out of his opponent. SkyJ gave us some of the most action-packed, exciting Smash Ultimate I've ever seen at Collision, and if Incineroar is as good as people's tier lists are saying he is now, it won't be long until we see him back in the ring. Third place went to Spargo, one of the only top seeds to actually place close to the seed that he was given. After getting knocked out of winners by SkyJ, Spargo had to fight for his rightful spot. Spargo played like an AI, picking his spots carefully and controlling space with the disgusting move known as Cloud Back Air. He simply does not miss top 8, even if it means casually taking down some of the best players in the world to do so. Other than that, I don't really know what to say. Spargo made top 3, he'll definitely do it again, and he will most likely be grinding the Incineroar matchup for a month straight. That brings us to 4th with Meister, and can I just say, I love this guy. On the surface, he looks lame as fuck. A Game & Watch main who takes full advantage of that up B at his shield, but Meister is such a showman that I can't help but love his play. It really looks like every time he's on the big stage, he's having the time of his life. In this top 8, he treated us to sneaky bucket kills, 9s, and the whole time, he let us know how he felt about it. This all culminated in what is my opinion, one of the most entertaining sets of the weekend. Lima down 0-2 decides to meditate for 10 seconds, and immediately after hits a 0 to death to start the game. It looked like he was actually playing a game of Bayonetta, with taunts and a bait that involved him standing at the ledge, made all the better by Bayo's terrible acting. Of course then, when Meister got his revenge in Game 4, there was only one thing to do.
Close it out, very good stuff. Gotta give Lima a ton of credit for how he played that matchup though, for sure. That was really clean.
As you can guess, Lima was one of the competitors to receive 5th place. His most impressive win was a 3-1 over Tweak, defeating both the Diddy and Seth, while also grabbing a win over top seed Kurama and sending top 8 finisher Shiny Mark to losers. Unfortunately, Lima was unable to take a set in top 8, but making it there in the first place is nothing to be upset about. Our other 5th place finisher was Sonics, and man, I feel kinda bad. Being on the receiving end of the reverse 3-0 of the tournament had to suck. And it gets even worse when you realize that Sonics was just one guess away from stopping the comeback. This would have perfectly set him up for a +3 matchup against Incineroar, and then the rest is history. You can clearly see how that set drained him, as when he went to go play Spargo, he just looks so lost in a way that we've never seen him before. I've said multiple times in the past that Sonics has one of the best mentals in Ultimate, but this Sunday he was a victim of an incredibly hype moment. Last up, we have the 7th place finishers Tweak and Shiny Mark. Tweak had a very hard bracket for 7th, playing MVD Snake, a notoriously problem matchup for him, and Light to qualify for top 8. Tweak Light is slowly becoming an ultimate classic, with them playing 6 sets in the last 5 majors they've attended. And it always goes either way, with their set count now sitting at 7-9. He played another Ultimate Classic against Spargo, and now their game count also sits at 7-9. Even when he places lower than you expect, you can't stop Tweak from having incredibly hype matches. With another major top 8 in his belt, Tweak hasn't missed one since Ludwig's back in October. That's a level of consistency not even pre-COVID Tweak had. Version 5 is truly the best rendition of Tweak we've seen so far, with maybe lower peaks, but with the potential to take any tournament he enters. Shiny Mark, on the other hand, had a pretty easy bracket. All he had to do to qualify for top 8 was beat MK Leo. Leo's got a bit of a Pikachu problem, and Shiny Mark continued to haunt him with a tight set where he staved off Game 4 Leo playing Joker. Leo almost made the miracle happen, but a stray forward air shut him down before he could work his magic. Even before Leo, Shiny Mark was on something else, with 6 set wins in a row in losers, including Andres FN, Shattuck, Peanut, and Ling. With this performance, even Electric Samuel himself admitted a new best Pikachu might be here. Alright, time for my favorite part, getting to talk about random upsets. Peanut, the Little Mac main, was able to make it to 17th, which is the highest placement a Little Mac has ever gotten at a super major. He attacked Philly by sending DTP and Sweshy to losers, as well as Mega Man God I Miss Her, who is formerly known as Yeti. This gives God I Miss Her an upset factor of immeasurable pain, because it seems like he is distraught over the loss of his significant other. Quid, the winner of Let's Make Big Moves 2022, got upset by Sweshy, but was able to keep a strong performance in losers. Over this tournament, he took out, me, Chag, Sinji, DeBuzz, and Yoda Cage. Quandale Dingle Lingleton, man, I I just can't keep saying that name, sent light to losers in top 64. At the same time, Icon sent Jackal packing. In conclusion, yeah, this was fucked up. Hey guys, I had a lot of fun at Collision and I just couldn't wait to recap it. If you're new, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next time. Bye!